Hi everyone, so today I'll be trying out a few different new Spellbinders club kits for February 2025. I think I'm going to do the Glimmer of the month with the wax seal and maybe accented with some of the flowers from the small die of the month. So, excuse me. So these items were sent free of charge in my review, and of course all opinions are my own, and links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. I do have them for the US and the UK for the deluxe caboodle for the different kits, and they're just linked down there in the description box. I did do a whole unboxing already, so I will include that video link in the description box also in case you want to pop over and see a little more in depth, because today we're just going to get right to it. In my mind, I'm thinking about making a tag, so you would have already seen that in the intro there. And I think I'm just going to use this one, the Glimmer, one of the sentiments, and I'm thinking this one. Enjoy the beauty of spring. How cute would that be with like maybe a little gift of like a beautiful daffodil or something, you know, a nice little plant or something. So I'm just going to do that. I will use the purple, it's just called Lavender Petal, foil that comes with the Glimmer of the month. I will say again, with the Glimmer and the wax seal of the month, if you pick them up later, just because you know you didn't sign up that month but you see it down the road, it's not going to come with the foil, and the wax seal will not come with the wax beads. It's just the seal, like the head, right? Well, like this part of it. So we're using the Glimmer, which this month is called Spring Canopy. Lavender Petal is the foil. We're wax seal, and then some of the little flowers here. I think that's really cute. So I have my Glimmer here. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on to get it warmed up. And I don't think I've tried Lavender Petal before, so let's see how that goes. You guys know there's only a couple colors that I always have issues with, which is the tangerine, and then one of the drier gold ones. I can't remember which one. Not the classic gold, but like the one that's a little bit more dry. But anyway, sometimes I have to do it a couple times. But I'm trying to think if I want white paper. I was thinking creamy colored paper. Maybe we'll just do white. Okay, so this is just some heavyweight cardstock. Again, the smoothest cardstock you can find for something like this would work the best. Sorry, I dropped a little bottle here. If you have a die that does like a tag, that's great too. I'm just going 3 inches. And I mean, that's really tall, so I generally would cut that down. The stitch has a stitching die of the month does have a tag shape, but it's kind of smaller. Like I wanted a little bit more room for the wax seal and things, but you can definitely use this. 3 by what? 4.5. Is that good? Maybe a little big. Let me see if I cut off the sides. And we have sentiment. Maybe a little thinner. I know that's weird. I don't know. Let's do 2 3/4 by what I say, 4.5. Okay. I'm gonna let that warm up, and I'm gonna cut a scrap of this guy that is about the size of the sentiment. And again, not too much bigger than that because, that's weird, that little silver bit. You can get over foiling and stuff like that, so you just want to make it about the size of whatever it is that you're foiling, right? Okay. I open the other way. I'm sorry if this is out of screen. I have this thing right in the middle there. I'm just going to cut a piece that's just about the same size, okay? I'll be right back. I actually eyeballed that and that worked perfectly. Okay, so if we have our tag here, maybe a little something there. Do we want... I was going to put the wording up at the top. So let's pretend if we have the wax seal. What do we want? Do we want it down in here? If you're going to build it up like the way I am, you want the pretty color facing you, because when you put the plate down, you're pushing the color into your paper, right? And then the stuff here? Sure. And since I'm going to flip this over onto the surface, I want that to... Actually, let me make sure I'm having it facing the right way. Enjoy the... Yep, okay. Put that there. And... That's pretty good. And another little piece here, just so when I flip it over, it doesn't move too much out of the way. And once this is ready, we'll get that glimmered. Okay, so nice and really warm because I walked away and then I was like, oh, I was glimmering, so I came back. All right, let's put that on there. Good thing I didn't do that when this happened. Okay, so timer, when it stops flashing, it's time to roll it through. Okay, ready to go. And so here, I like to put both those, the plates on it while it's warming up, but you don't have to do that. It's just habit, I guess. But you do want to be careful if you do that, to keep them on there as you bring it over. And let's see. And if you're going to keep going, you want to pop this back on there so it warms up again. I'm going to turn it off because I'm done, I suppose, right? We'll have to see this, but oh yeah, we're good to go. And I will show you how the E the middle of the E is still kind of covered in the foil. And so when it's nice and warm, I'll take an eraser and just kind of go over the very top, because it is basically a letterpress type of thing, the Glimmer. So it pushes it down into your paper. So if you just do the erasing over the very top, you're not going to erase anything but the overfoiling. Okay, and now the E is more crisp. All right, I'll be back. Okay, so we have that. So next thing I want to do is go ahead and make a seal. I need to clean this off. That's been there since like I think the very first time I ever used it. Since it's kind of like ashy, I'm like, should I wipe that down? And I just kind of leave it there and I forget about it. So that's fine. But we'll take that. The wax beads intended this month are like this beautiful fern color. But again, you might receive something else. I do hear from people that they receive something else. So it does say on their colors may vary. And let's get this guy going. I love this little torch. And people ask me where you got it. I got it at Daiso, and it's not the same as the one at the Dollar Tree. Now, the one at the Dollar Tree looks similar, the handle, but it's just kind of a weak flame. And this thing is like... Whenever I went to Vegas, I did pick up, I always like lighters, I don't know, just to have them like little collector's items, I guess. And those do also have that same torch. So whenever you see a lighter, just go ahead and flick it and see if it has that torch. If it does, I highly recommend it. They work really, really well for singeing the ends of your ribbons, for my embroidery. If you just go around, clean it up. If you have like a badge going or just embroidery in general, I'm talking about machine embroidery, it just like shrinks back that rayon thread or the polyester thread, which is really great. But anyway, let's let that warm up and let's get this guy ready. So we'll have that, and then we'll do some cutting. Oh, that's so funny. I just grabbed purples and blues for the flowers, totally forgetting that the lettering is purple, so that works out really well. The sage color. I need to get some sage paper. I don't think I have very many papers like cardstock that are like sage, Work really nicely. Okay, I'm gonna let that melt down. I'll be back. And I did 5 of those guys because this guy did seem a little bit bigger. Okay, guys, and I know that looks melty and everything, but I always say like try to kind of move it a little bit. And you really want it to be really melty, because if you do that and then you bring it out and it kind of dries pretty fast, like I didn't even burn my fingers, then that's not quite where you want it. So you don't want it bubbling, but you also want it to be really melty so that your impression gets in there really well, So I'm gonna give it maybe 10 or 15 more seconds. Okay, well, let's try it. So this is in the shape a little bit oval, so I kind of pour it in a way that is kind of oval. It is a very cold day today. So that's another thing you want to keep in mind as you're pouring this. And I'll just pop that on there. And well, that's it. If you're going to do more, just pop it in. But if you're not, you can wipe it right now that it's molten like that. Just wipe it with a paper towel and it wipes away real easily. Okay. Hasn't been that long. Maybe a good 45 seconds. Like I said, it's pretty chilly today. So that dried it pretty quick, and look at how pretty that is. A lot of times I'll go in with like gold and like make that pop, but I feel like I want to leave it just like that. If I change my mind, we can do that. But just with a Bic marker, even like black or silver or gold, bronze, whatever colors, something deeper, just go over it and it just sticks to it. So very cute. Okay. Oh, a couple things. You can go ahead and make this tag shape, and I'm totally eyeballing this, so we'll see how it turns out. But when you do that, if you want the other side to look pretty similar, you just take that piece, flip it over, and try and line it up as best you can, and try to follow that little guide as best you can. Maybe right next to it there. Okay, so that's my tag shape, and then I'm also going to pop a little hole in there just with my crocodile. Just a hole. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so we have these pieces, and so like I said, I just brought out some stuff here. With the small die, you have these ends. So what I'm gonna do is just run them through, I don't know, a couple different colors. Maybe this through here, and maybe a few times, because I think, because this is kind of a smaller scale, if I put this on here, it might cover up a lot of it, and I want to maybe double some up so the stems end up at the bottom. I don't know how to explain that. So I'll run these through a couple times so we have plenty of stems to play with. Let's see. I'm just trying to choose what I want to do with some of these other flowers. So these guys go at the end of some of these. So maybe I'll run that through something blue or purpley, more of a violet color here. Some little flowers, and maybe some that look like daisy-ish. I'm thinking like this guy. I was going to do white, but we already have white on there. And if I do that one, he needs like centers. And let's see if this is the center for these guys. That was in there. It might be this guy. Okay, so if that's the center, I'm going to do this black. And you might have some accents here too. So you have these little bits right here that can do accents on those. So if you want to include those too. But so I'll just run these through just a few, and then we'll put them together. Black on that one. Okay guys, we have a few things here, like this one. It goes with these flowers, these little guys. And you would just stick them onto those bases there. So let's just get this. I'll put a little glue up towards the top of these guys. Oh, come on. Maybe. Let me clear that out. Of course, when you clear it, it just wants to come out like crazy. So let me do that, but also get rid of some of that. And oh man, you know, I found my crystal katana when I was cleaning up my garage, so hopefully I'll have that later. But for now, I was looking for something else to help me. Oh well. All right, so we have these pieces, and they definitely have a certain spot. Like this one looks like the one that goes here. Okay. And then I'll place these other guys. This one definitely looks like it goes here. And this one right at the top. Okay. All right, it looks something like that. I'll let that set up. Okay, and the next one has these 4 little flowers, and I found my tool here, so there we go. 4 tiny dots there, and so I'm just going to put a little glue on each dot. And then we'll put these guys on. And these guys can go however, they're not specific to any one little area. Okay, so I'll pop on the last 2. That is so cute. And then I might run some more of these through, but for now this is what I have. And again, these guys can have this big center kind of area, and then that also has an accent if you want to follow up with another accent piece on those. This one looks like it goes here. Oh, it's kind of round. This one's kind of flattened one side. That looks good. And then, of course, you know, obviously, like I said, this one's for a specific one. This one is also for one of the other flowers. Okay, but we'll have those there. Maybe we use them. I don't know. these guys can be on like these or like this. You know, whichever one you like. If I'm going with that one. Oh, you know what? Okay. Fine, I'll put one on a dark green stem, even though they're the same flower. You think they would have the same color stem. But, you know, whatever. That one can go that way, and this one can be kind of more centered. All right. Let me clean up a little bit. I'll be right back. So I'm doing one more of the daisy flower, but what I'm doing is I turn this over. So see how this one's facing that way? I turn this one over because it's barely going to be noticeable that you're on the rough cut side. And I think that's cute. Something like that. And then we can even tip it a little bit more. It's a little more sideways. Okay. Let's bring this over and see what we have. Ah, they're very delicate in this one. Oh, that's so pretty. They're so cute just by themselves like that. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to use all of them, because then this guy's going to go down the center. That's kind of what I was saying. So if I have this on here, you might not see some of the other bits, but you know what? That looks really cute already. So I am going to try and just glue these down where they are. There's that one. A little glue behind this guy. And you can definitely put dimensionals back there if you want some movement, right? I love the way that looked like immediately already, so that's why I just went for it. Just gonna put a little glue there. Okay, so that's really pretty. I'm loving it. And then we just have a couple little sprigs and some leaves to, you know, go in here and there. Let's pretend if we had that there. What do we want this to look like? Maybe something like that. And then this side over here. Just a little suggestion of these little guys being there. Like that. Let's pop that back on there again. And let's put this little guy over here. Doot, doot, doot. And something like that. That is so cute. Okay. And then, like I said, I kind of wanted stems to come out down here, you know? More stems. So maybe this one will just be a stem one that I'm going to hide behind here. And maybe following the length of that stem. Okay, that's all I want that for. The stemminess of it. I do have some other greenery. I don't know that I need it. Let's see. If I put that like in here. You know? That's fine. I probably don't need the rest of it. We have all these other bits that I can use on a different thing. And I think that's going to be it then. So I'm going to put a ton of glue. You can definitely use hot glue, but you want to be careful with that, of course. You don't want to remelt your wax. And I'm trying to see where I'm trying to put this. A little more over. There. Okay, I'm going to put something heavy on top of this for a little bit, and I'll be back. Okay, guys, that is so pretty, so cute. I love the way it all came out. These little flowers are really nice size. Now let me grab maybe a little twine and black and white, because I think that really just has a nice composition with the rest of the colors in it. Like, I think it's cute. A little something different. And I'll put a bow just to make it look bigger instead of just kind of doing the folded over kind of knot thing. And there you go. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Really cute, sweet, simple, quick kind of tag, in my opinion, at least. Came out really nice. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks so much, Spellbinders, for these items for review. Images come up. I'll have the links there in the description box for you, and I'll see you all at the next one. Bye now.